We out here. But,
what the hell?
Like, where are you at? Like, what are you doing?
Oh wow!
So
you actually I just noticed that you actually wear a mask when you getting your hair done.
It's mandatory.
I don't do none of that.
Well, I'm in a salon that requires it.
Really? No. What? I guess here, what's required is for the the barbers and everyone to wear a mask, but like we don't wear them.
Well, that doesn't make sense.
That makes a lot of sense. Actually,
No.
it don't.
The people that's in the barbershop don't wear a mask, but the barber do.
Right. I mean, how can you wear a mask in the barbershop? And, I mean, it's a limit of people that can be in there, but you know what I'm saying at the time, and it's appointment only.
I mean, I get it, like when they're cutting around your ears, you know what I'm saying? But other than that, like
you got beard, baby, you got to get all this lined up.
Okay, when it comes to that, then you take it off, but the rest of the time, I'm like, hey, put your joint back on.
Man, I ain't wearing no mask.
So you been that way the whole time? You don't believe in the mask?
I mean, I wear it to make other people comfortable, but if it was up to me, I wouldn't wear it.
I wouldn't wear it either.
Yeah,
I got you. Okay, let's start off officially. Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Battle Buddies. What's up, Battle? Episode 14.
13.
Just got 13. My bad. I got Dee Dee under the dryer getting her do rag done, and I got Adrian. You got me and everything. So as always, people, please share this to your timeline. Make sure you like it. Continue on with the comments. And so we were just talking about the whole mask thing, which goes into the year in review because it has technically been a year since we've been on lockdown with this whole pandemic, and it's been crazy. Like I remember when they first started this, and I was like, "It's the flu. Like, why people bugging?" You know what I'm saying? Right? And then like at first people come like, "Oh, it's gonna die off in hot weather," and I was like, "Why don't we just put people in saunas for 45 minutes, let them breathe in this hot air, let it kill the virus, and we can go on about our day." Like, you know what I'm saying? So, lo and behold, it's been a lot more serious than what we expected. Started having a lot of deaths and everything, and then had to get used to what we were just talking about, the whole mask thing. So,
I think I had COVID. Actually, that's funny. I think
a lot of people. I think a lot of people had it in like October, November.
Yep.
Going in December, because it was a lot of people I know that was sick. Like my mom was sick, my son was sick. Thankfully, I wasn't. I don't remember being sick, but I think a lot of people had COVID then and just didn't know. Everybody thought they had the flu.
Yeah. So me and my wife had went to Africa. We went to Egypt, and so this was in February. So right before everything happened, and when we got back, we both was like sick, and it was crazy because there was a coronavirus like outbreak right in the area that we were supposed to be in.
Oh,
and
wow.
So we both got sick, for a couple of days, but I mean, we bounced back. But like later, we like, we might have had the coronavirus. I don't know.
Right.
So, but yeah, I mean,
that's crazy.
Yeah.
Do you remember?
Work, and they was like, we just had a confirmed case across the street. Y'all can go home or y'all can stay. And I actually posted a video on Instagram of me walking out, trying to get to the train, like, I'm out of here. I'm gone. And that was the last day he was at work. Been working from home ever since.
Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, like I remember, just everybody was, talking like they're gonna shut down, everything, and I'm like, shut down everything. They're not gonna do that. That's crazy. Because my homeboy's like, I'm thinking about going to Vegas, for my girl's birthday. I'm like, yeah, go to Vegas. I'm like, they not gonna shut down Vegas. Vegas? Are you kidding me? Like,
it's too much money, right?
And then it was literally like the next day, it was like, nationwide shutdown. People got to leave Vegas and da 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 da. And I was like, I got nervous for a second. I was like, oh shoot, this is real. Like, what's really going on with this? I was like, hold up.
Yeah, we were
And
supposed to go to
then,
Houston for South by Southwest. I don't know if you ever heard of the big concert down here.
yeah, I know all about it.
When they shut that down and then they shut Essence down, I was like, oh, this for real, for real.
Yeah, like this, like.
And you know, when no toilet paper, it was over.
Oh yeah, you know it was a wrap. People going crazy over toilet paper for no reason, and no one still can understand why everybody was going so crazy for toilet paper.
Yeah, like, I still, it was crazy. Well, it's funny too.
Somebody gave a little logic behind the toilet paper. They said because if you're going to be stuck in the house and all you're going to be doing is eating, you're going to be shitting a lot. So you're going to need a lot of toilet paper. That's what they say.
Okay.
What?
But
okay, Dee Dee.
And you have access to toilet paper.
I understand that, but I don't think that was right. No, I get it. I understand that, but I don't think at the time that was everybody's rationalization. Like, I'm gonna be in the house shitting all day. It was just something like they getting rid of toilet paper. We ain't about to have none. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, I prefer wipes anyway, so I mean, y'all can take the toilet paper.
Yeah.
I use both.
Yeah, I use both.
Yeah, both, but you gotta have them wipes, baby. Toilet paper don't get it done.
You know what? I'm glad to hear that because I'm like, when I be doing, people be looking at me. I'm like, I got a whole bunch of wipes. I stockpiling those.
Yeah,
like, y'all don't know. Yep. If any of y'all ever been in the field for, several weeks at a time, those things that you right because you ain't always at the shower, but you had some baby wipes. You
got some baby wipes.
Hit yourself up real quick.
Get the funk off for a little bit. You feel me?
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? So I've always, keep some wipes with me. So that's it right there. But so fellas, let us know if you use wipes because a lot of people don't. I use.
Yeah, I'm better.
Like I said, I do both.
You know what I'm saying? It's levels to this, right?
It's levels of maturity and growth and cleanliness. You know what I'm saying?
Because I don't care how many times you wipe with tissue, like it don't get it done. Like I don't care how many times I keep looking. Dang, I still got some more.
You got some left?
Like, come on, man. Come on. Yeah. I don't care how many times I wipe if I just use toilet paper.
Right.
Nah. Don't get it done.
Like, you feel fresher. You feel cleaner.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Oh man, it's crazy though that to even think though, right? Like it is a year later. It's crazy.
A whole year.
And
school shut down. Like I thought all of this was ridiculous, but then after a while, I'm like, nah, I ain't letting my kids go back to school. Like, this is the right thing to do. And you see how people were doing over in like Italy and stuff. Like it was like, dang, this is like a worldwide shutdown. Like, goodness,
it was real.
It's
crazy, right?
Yeah,
so my son just shut down and it's over.
Oh, for real?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they just school back open. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. Danny, what's going on, Danny?
Hey, Danny.
Yeah.
Hey, Mikey.
Hey, yeah. Shout out to Dan. Him and his business partner Morgan. They make comics. Series called Ace Blade and Lumberjack, and they got a new season. What's up, man? Got that coming out soon. So yeah, shout out to Ace Blade. But
okay, Dan.
Yeah. But like everything was shut down. Stuff was crazy. You couldn't go to the gyms.
Right.
And a lot of people couldn't work. And it changed a lot. Perspective for like your kids and how you take care of them. But then also you being around your kids and realizing how you are as a parent. You know what I'm saying? But then knowing more about your kid, like, okay, what's their learning style? Because not every kid can just be online, you know what I'm saying, and get the information. Some people are more tactile, or you get some that are they realize like, okay, all he got to do or all she got to do is just hear it, and she's good. And sometimes being cooped up sitting on the couch, they get counterproductive because now they slouching around, laying around, they ain't getting dressed, they rolling out right out of bed, sometimes not even getting out of bed, you know what I'm saying? And,
Juan, don't do me like that, Juan.
But you see yourself as a parent, and you don't even have the space for your child to learn conducively. Or you seen like earlier videos and parents is walking past the camera and they got blunts in their mouth, or mamas is topless, and
right.
bottomless, craziness.
Topless, bottomless, the whole nine, right?
Whole nine, just a whole bunch of shenanigans, and just getting that taken care of. And then work, so many people out of work. A lot of businesses, did transfer to work remotely. And I think that's going to be the biggest impact on people. Not just, the small businesses that haven't, been able to open and had to shut down and haven't been able to reopen, but, just corporations and bigger companies that are now, I think they're realizing like, oh, we don't have to have this big ass office space. Everybody can work from home. You know what I'm saying? And, that's less overhead for us,
I think that's going to be the new norm, man. Cause I think that, like even my job, I think it was a lot of hesitation when it happened, but now seeing that people are more productive working from home, it's like, yeah, we probably not going to really come back. And even if you do come back, unless you have to, you might come in once or twice a week. That's it, max. You know what I mean? So it's changing, man. It's changing the whole game. This situation is changing the game. And I don't know about commercial real estate. It's going to be a problem, especially in downtown areas.
Be a big problem.
Big problem. They're going to have to figure something else out.
Right. I agree.
I used to ask before this happened, I kept going to work like, why are we coming in here? We have the ability to work from home. What's the point of coming in here? It doesn't make sense.
Right.
Because I'm a contractor, so I'm working for different companies. So I'm not even working in the building for these companies. I'm in a whole different building on their VPN. Now I can just do this at home.
Yeah.
It just didn't make sense to me anymore. I'm like, y'all just wasting money on building space?
Pretty much.
Okay.
Right. You're gonna see a lot, like commercial, like you said, commercial real estate is really gonna hurt. But how people, I think it's also gonna change how people function and operate at work, because you're gonna realize like, okay, some people have that capability of like, okay, I can knock everything out in 4 hours. You know what I'm saying? And then I can still all I gotta do is just be on the computer and I can watch Netflix, or, be working out or doing whatever, you know what I'm saying? Get my hair done. You know what I'm saying? The whole nine. But on the flip side, you'll get a lot of people that will have that expectation of, okay, well, since you're working from home, you always have this computer, like you're really not off. So it can be 6:30 and you're still knocking some stuff out when normally you wouldn't be doing that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's gonna, I think for some people it will change the pattern, because you'll have some people that are home with their kids but can't get the work done, so because they're so focused on the kids, or the kids are occupying their time. But once they put their kids down at like 7 o'clock, from 7 to 11:30, they knocking everything out. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's going to change the way a lot of people, work and are productive and, get things done in the future. Yeah, I can see that happen. I can see that. I can see, remote working being the new norm for a lot of companies now.
Yeah, me too.
So I would love to take part of that, but or even some co-working space, because you're going to get some people that just is going to want to get out of the house. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
a little bit.
So I wonder how. Well, caveat to this, I wonder how this has affected like crime and stuff like that. With a lot of people working from home, you know what I mean. A lot of people not out and about like they used to be. I wonder how this is kind of overall affecting crime.
I would say home break-ins are a lot less.
Okay,
but and just speaking from statistics, and yeah, home break-ins are a lot less, but you still have a lot of vehicle break-ins.
Yeah.
You still are going to have you probably have a little bit more domestics because you're around this person all the damn time now.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can
You know what I'm saying?
too.
So, that's up a little bit higher too. So, home break-in and thefts are a lot less.
But it just basically what you're saying is it just switched to other areas.
It just switched to something else.
They had to go change their craft.
That's it. That's it.
Yeah.
Or you're gonna see those homes of people that are away because you're gonna get targeted. They're gonna know like, okay, this car is always away during the day. So unless you got some good neighbors, you can get hit too. So, but yeah, it just focuses on different things. It just goes to something else.
Okay.
Yeah. But I think about like I wish I could work from home, and some days I want to naturally, but for the most part, I'm very happy that I get to, because I like that drive of going into work. You know what I'm saying? Or coming home, that's my time of like decompressing, because now I'm coming home and I'm back in dad mode, and I'm doing anything for the house and everything. So me having that 20-30 minutes of listening to a podcast or listening to the music, or me just gunning the engine and letting that Hemi run, you know what I'm saying, is therapy for me. You know what I'm saying? It's like, all right, cool. I just like that. So I like being able to have that. And if you're home all the time, you don't, you may not get that. But
they tell me I got to go back to the office. I'm fighting.
Right. I think. Yeah, I think a lot of people, like, especially if a person wanted to get fit outside because the gyms are closed, you know what I'm saying? But you could get real creative and be like, okay, in between these little work breaks, I'm doing push-ups on the steps. I'm going to go do some laps around the house, or, you know what I'm saying? I could walk the neighborhood, or, do whatever. So it still has the availability for people to have, certain outlets and releases and do stuff too. Yeah.
Well, the gym's back open, so
the gym's back open. I know mine's 24 hours a day. My joint is now back open 24 hours. Because I was always a late night person. Like, I like going to the gym like 9, 10 o'clock.
Okay.
As soon as I'm tired, as soon as I get home, I'm going right to sleep. You know what I'm saying? I'm showering, I'm going right to sleep. So that was, good for me. I can't get up at 3 in the morning to go to the gym. Cause I'm usually at work at 5. So I can't get up no 3 in the morning trying to work out. That's just not me. I ain't got it in me. Like, I don't. But yeah, now the gyms are back open. A lot of people are gonna be, getting back, because you're gonna have those people that didn't work out or take that initiative, that they ain't got no COVID-19, they got some COVID-25. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking weight. You know what I'm saying? Like that COVID-19 is pounds. That ain't a virus. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So,
Dee Dee, where you at?
Huh?
Where you at? You don't put on that COVID weight?
I wish. I've been trying to gain 10 pounds. I can't.
Quarantine thick.
I keep losing.
Quarantine thick.
I wish. I done lost like 20 pounds.
Right. So you think they're going to force virtual school so the parents can teach their own kids instead of having free daycare? No. I don't think. Right. You get some schools that are open. Like they just for mine and my school district, they have been virtual all this year, and they just now for the last quarter are doing 2 days a week. So you either do Monday, Tuesday, or Thursday, Friday. I just kept my kids out. I ain't see, because even I guess at my kids' school, how they had to set it up, you know, the classes are filled less. Like the students are sitting so far apart. You can't. They're not going to go out for recess. Instead, they'll give them a laptop so they can play some games or whatever, or they can pull out their phone or do whatever. You know what I'm saying? For that break, they're going to have lunch directly at the desk. If they're getting free lunch or buying lunch at school, they'll get in a line or they'll send them down one by one to get their lunch, and then they have to come back at their desk and eat it. Like, they ain't gonna have no fun. You know what I'm saying? It's like
they doing too much.
Y'all just stay home. Y'all good. Like,
my son and them, they had 2 days. They started 2 days a week in November. Then they went to 4 days a week in January. But they go to recess. They do all that. They just eat. They do eat their lunch at their desk.
Mm-hmm.
But they still go out for recess and stuff.
Oh, okay. Nah, they done already told our, when they did like the open house and said how the plan was. And it was like, nah, they won't be going out for recess or, do anything like that. We still going to, keep them social distance. And, the whole time that they're here at school, it was like, oh, nah, that's going to suck.
They got the plexiglass and all that where they separated. Like, I mean, it's 23 kids in the classroom. I don't know how separate they are. It's 23 of them.
So, one of the other counties, one of the neighboring counties, they started school last week. And they just shut down one whole school today because 83 staff and students are quarantined because they got COVID.
Wow.
So we're like, I don't know what that county was doing. I don't know what that school district is doing, but here they're like, right, can't say kids are sitting there lunch in silence, can't play together. Yeah. But yeah, so it's yeah.
I'm surprised because it seemed like COVID about over with now because Biden like, let's get back to work. Let's go.
Let's get back to work, right?
You know what I'm saying? I done dropped that stimmy on y'all. Go back now. It's time to get back.
Yeah, so that stimmy got a lot of people happy right now. I'm hearing a lot of people talking like, yo, I joined hit. Yeah. Yeah, I see. Yeah, I was about to say I just seen one, it was an argument about the stimulus check, and like 4 people got killed, over an argument, which is crazy. Man, money make people do something.
Got $700. He should have got half of the money, so he killed her mom, her brother, and one of the kids.
All that for $700.
$700.
Hey man, people do more for less.
Right.
So,
but that's crazy. That's ridiculous.
That's ridiculous.
For $700. But that okay, so let's talk about that. Do you think the other parent, let's say non-custodial parent, or do you think it should be split between the two parents? The stimulus.
Well, I said because we alternate years of claiming my son. So if it wasn't my year to claim him, I don't get it, and I don't. He get it.
Okay. Gotcha. Like some people are cool with that. You know what I'm saying? I was cool with it. Because I didn't claim my son. Now I'm claiming my son for taxes. On this year, for my youngest anyway. And his mom, had it. So I was just thinking the whole time, like, all right, she got the stimulus. She got that, extra 6 or whatever it was. I wasn't asking for it. Like, all right, I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't really. It's not that big of a deal for me. You know what I'm saying? So, but that's also, first world problems. We're on a different side of the income bracket where we're not really considering, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's all right. I ain't in need, you know what I'm saying? Like, right, you know what I'm saying? But let somebody be broke, if somebody got this 700 or they got 3 kids together, and it's like, yo, you getting, you know what I'm saying? You getting,
you need to break me off something.
That's the conversation you have about taxes in general, I would think. If I'm getting taxes back for our kids, then we split it. That should be the same conversation with the stimulus.
Right. I mean, if it's taxes and y'all are rotating back and forth, alternating back and forth, no. I don't think you need to split it. You know what I'm saying? Because you're going to get it the next year. However, with this stimulus, this is an additional thing. It's like a bonus. You know what I'm saying? And so you don't have to, but I think you're not losing. You know what I'm saying? Because it's free money anyway. So go ahead and, you know what I'm saying, work that out, split it amongst each other. You know what I'm saying? That way you say
the right thing to do. But
that would be the right thing to do.
Most people with kids don't do the right thing. So
together, True. So yeah, I mean that's just how I was looking. I'm like, all right, you know, it's like I think whoever needs it should get it. Yeah, true. I agree.
I mean, I would definitely. I don't know. I mean, like you said, it just depends. If trying to think about being in that situation, I would definitely give you something. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And vice versa. I would hope that you would give me something. You know,
right?
And you got, it also depends on the dynamic because you know some people are tit for tat. Remember when I asked you for that $200 and you ain't using it? Like that whole back and forth.
Yeah, I ain't give you nothing.
Right? Yeah, exactly. You know, and I think you know, like I said, it depends on the dynamic because if that other parent is you know contributing, you know, physically, you know, and emotionally and financially, you know, at that time, hey. We hit this lick. All right, you can have a couple hundred. You know what I'm saying? Let's just go ahead and split it. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, yeah. So, So shout out to the STEMI, everybody getting that 1,400 because this is the heavy one. It's 1,400 a person. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, you know, there's some people that's getting like $7,000 checks because they got 3-4 kids together. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
for a little bit.
Yo, you know what I'm saying?
Get the STEMI. They getting the STEMI. They getting paid this week. Hey, big time.
Man, you can't tell nobody nothing.
Hey,
you can't tell nothing. You know, like that for a lot of people, that's a whole check. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man. You know what I'm saying?
That's their whole month worth of check.
Right, that's what I'm saying. That's
especially the one with a couple kids. You know what I'm saying?
Right. You know what I'm saying? So like, all right. We good out here. We sitting on like, $3-4 grand right now. Can't tell them nothing. Can't tell them nothing. Like they said, all the crab legs gone. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? Shrimp, lobster, all that.
Last time the stimulus, there wasn't no damn Old Bay seasoning.
Really?
I literally bought 2 big jumbo size ones from Amazon because I was so mad. I couldn't. It wasn't none. No way.
Wow.
I bought all of it.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. All right. I already know spring break about to hit too. You're gonna see families just taking trips. Disney about to be lit.
People say we on.
Yo, that's it. We made it. For real. So Dee Dee, how'd you you do your date?
No, I did not do I didn't do an actual date.
Oh, your virtual date, I meant.
No, I did not do a virtual date.
Okay.
Doug and I have been having conversations. And our conversations are deeper than a date. He would prefer me to heal first, and then we can move forward.
Hey, I like that. Go ahead, Doug. Go ahead. That's what's up.
Mm-hmm. We've been having some really good conversations, though. He's a good dude.
That's what's up. Because that's definitely, a question that needs to be asked. And I was going to ask him that, but then we got so caught up in all these other questions. But I was going to ask him, like, all right, have you healed from your last, situation too? But so yeah, that's good. Y'all had that conversation and going forward, saying with that. So yeah, congrats to Doug.
Okay.
Shout out to all the contestants last week, that participated in our speed dating little thing. It was interesting. It was fun.
It was very interesting. And first of all, let me shout out y'all too, because I don't even know if y'all realize it or not. What you guys provided for me, which I've never had before, was a sense of security. I felt safe. I felt like y'all protected me, and y'all did what big brothers do.
Oh, no doubt.
So y'all made it a real good experience for me.
No doubt.
Yeah, no doubt. You know. Shout out to
Doug. Shout out to my man Marquise.
Doug. Shout out to Marquise. Shout out to Levi. Shout out to Zeus.
Levi and Dee Dee, the first guy. What was his name?
That was Marquise, right? Yeah, Marquise.
Hold up, what? Who was Florida? Outside.
Zeus.
That was Zeus.
Okay.
That's the second one.
Yeah.
That was the second one. Oh, and shout out to Sis. Shout out to Sis for coming on too. Yeah. Shout out to McCullough for coming on too. Appreciate it. But yeah, that was
that was interesting.
Yes, it was. Very interesting.
Very interesting.
Yeah. That was more for it.
You know, I it made me realize that maybe some of the things women be saying about men out here in these streets might be a little true, man. You know what I'm saying? It might be a little true. So I'm gonna let you have that. You feel me?
I feel like Kevin Samuel need to get on the men a little bit more because that was crazy.
Hey man,
that was crazy.
I give you that. I was feeling bad. Like I was on the phone. Look, I gotta get somebody that I know to call in because this ain't no
hope. And I'm sitting here. I'll think the same thing too. I was like, who do I know that's single that will come? Like I'm like, oh my gosh.
So we needed somebody to come back and redeem because I was like, "Woo, this ain't how this gonna go down. Like this ain't it." I was like, "People gonna think we fake this. People gonna really believe we fake this."
It was not faked at all. And in fact, we were supposed to have more people, but they got cold feet or some issues.
The one guy gonna hit me up the next day talking about he's got caught up doing something. I didn't even respond.
So
no thank you.
Yeah, so they didn't come prepared. I'll say.
Absolutely not.
Preparation is key, folks.
Come on, man. Come on now.
Dealing with me. I mean, come on. If you don't know nothing else about me, you know I like professionalism. I like you to be on time, and I like you to be prepared. Like,
right.
And don't come with no half-ass shit.
You know, what would a good date look like with you, brother? You know what? I ain't never thought about it.
You never thought about what a date would be? Like you haven't? I'd be like, look, I already know what we doing. Like you know what I'm saying?
Like, you never been on a date before. You never took nobody on a date. Like,
you know. And then the one dude was like, "Oh yeah, we just gonna walk." And she's like, "I don't like being outside."
Look, Professor, you left me hanging, Professor.
Oh man.
You left me hanging, Professor.
Oh man.
You left me hanging.
That's
I don't like being outside. Oh my god, those.
I'm like anybody that know me know I do not like being outside.
My man
said
like
being outside. I'm always outside.
My man said, "Let me roll up while y'all think about what y'all think about going on over there."
He's like, "Huh?" Oh.
Yo, people was texting me while we was live. I know good and well he not rolling up right now. I'm like, I'm trying to keep a straight face. Like, yes.
My man was like, "Hey, y'all, told me to shoot my shot, so I take the opportunity."
Yeah.
Here I am.
Take it or leave it. This is it. Like,
oh, goodness. All right.
People hit me up talking about why he outside. I don't know why he's outside. I don't know.
Yeah. You can't make this stuff up. You can't make it up. You can't make it up.
So yeah, so we're gonna you're gonna let me do what I do, get my life together, and then see what happens.
Right.
I ain't ready yet.
Okay.
You know yourself.
Yeah. So he there. I'm glad he giving you good company and companionship over the phone, and hopefully y'all rock out and do what it do.
To be continued.
Because last I saw was that you was going to Texas. So
right.
I am. I'm going to Texas for my homegirl's birthday.
Because my man's in Texas, right?
Yep.
Yeah, but he has company coming in that weekend, so I won't be seeing him.
Oh, that's right. He in entanglement.
But there's a caveat.
Hey, he was okay.
I have a date for my party.
Okay.
And said date was trying to get on to the link, but he's TDY and the freaking Wi-Fi in the hotel won't let him get in. So I'll let you know how that date goes.
Okay. Cool. All right. So here's something that came up, and it says that women will settle for the unproven potential in a man. However, men, on the other hand, only settle for if she's proven and satisfied what he wants or needs. Agree? Disagree?
Yeah, I agree. Okay, think about this, right? When a man and a woman gets married, right? What does a man want? A man wants a woman to stay the same. A woman is normally hoping that a man changes.
Right.
So, you know what I mean? It's like, no, we don't want you to change. Whereas normally y'all want us to progress and change. So, yeah, I think that's kind of what that's really kind of saying there. You know what I'm saying? We see you at face value. You know what I'm saying? We're not looking at what you're going to be a year, 2, 3, 4 down the line. We're looking at what we have right in front of us, where a woman can be like, okay, he cool. I like his vibe. I like his, you know what I'm saying, his ambition. He ain't really got it right now, but I can see what he could be in 3 to 4, 5 years. We ain't looking at that. We not looking at that. We don't care what you can be in 4 to 5 years. It's what you're doing right now.
Right now.
You feel me?
So, because women have an issue. Women have a problem with dating potential a lot. I'm guilty. We date what we think they can be, or what we hope they will be, or what we expect them to be. And then y'all not dating nobody if they're not fulfilling something. The woman has to be fulfilling something other than physical.
I'm with you on that one.
But women, we be out here wishing and hoping and thinking and praying and begging and expecting and.
I can work with him, girl. I can work with him.
I can change him.
I can build him up. Okay. Yeah. Good luck with that.
Yeah. And a lot of times men are they are helping us along that path. Men who have untapped potential, who know they ain't gonna be shit. They help us along that path. They keep feeding us, just be patient. I'm gonna get there. And we got these hopes and wishes and thinking that it's really gonna happen, and it never happens.
Right.
So I have a question then, with this conversation. How do women see well put together men?
How do we, what do you mean?
Because sometimes it's like, do women tend to want a project all the time? How do women see a well put together man? You know what I'm saying? That comes along, he dots all the I's, cross all the T's, but a lot of times women are not used to that type of man. And so just like a man can be intimidated by a woman can kind of be intimidated by that type of man.
So a lot of the time, that man doesn't come in the package that the woman wants him to be in.
Basically what you're saying, he ain't cute.
Right, or he could be short.
Okay.
Now you're gonna make some listeners mad with saying that.
Well, I'm just being honest, like seriously, because most of the time there are really great guys who fit every description that every woman wants, but he just don't look good.
Okay, so define short.
Shorter than the person, shorter than the woman.
Okay.
I mean, and what I had heard was that small thing and stuff. I mean, big things come in small packages, so I don't.
Okay.
That's what somebody had told me.
Yeah, that's what somebody had told you. Say you ain't even trying to find out.
Well, I mean, I ain't saying I haven't now. When I have.
Hey.
As long as for me, as long as he gotta be cute. I just can't date no ugly dude. I'm sorry. I just can't. He can be short, but not that short.
Okay.
As long as he's cute, he got nice teeth, good hygiene. Good on that. If you can't be ugly and short.
Okay. That's just a bad combination. Okay, so can a dude be fat and cute? No. Okay.
I'm not gonna date him.
Gotcha.
You know, she don't like fat dudes, so
yeah, I got that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I was wondering what makes the person cute. You know what I'm saying? So outside of hygiene and nice teeth and
that's subjective. So, nice. This a nice looking guy.
That's all I was just asking you. You know what I'm saying? So.
Well, I don't have a type, so I don't. No, none of the guys I ever dated look anything. They don't look alike at all.
Okay.
At all. None of them.
Okay. We're gonna table that. We're gonna table that. No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that.
Well, you can't say you wouldn't say you like fit guys.
You said thick?
Fit, FIT.
I do like fit guys, but I haven't dated all these fit guys. I wish.
Okay.
I wish.
Got you. Okay. Okay.
You know.
All right. Okay. she said what she said.
Hey, I told her I'm gonna table that one. I'm gonna let you make it.
I'm just about to put in the private chat 3 fit guys that I've dated. I did 2.
Okay.
Maybe 3.
Okay.
Look, my best friend.
Hey, look, I ain't in your business that much to really know. Like, all right, cool. You know, it is what it is. You know, you got it. And shout out to Erica. Thanks for tuning in. Shout out to Candy. Thanks for everybody tuning in. All the Battle Buddies tuning in. All right. It says most men show off their value because most women see no value in them unless they are surrounded by material goods. Let's expound on that.
Let me take a shot at this one.
Okay, go ahead.
I think personally, there is truth in that, but I think that's an ugly dude situation. You feel me? Like, I don't think attractive guys, they show that off because they don't need to. You know what I'm saying? I feel like ugly dudes, those are the guys that's real flashy, that dress real flashy, and that you're gonna see. And you know what I'm saying? Like, you see their money before you see them, right? But when a guy's attractive, they don't have to be that way because you see they looks before you see their pockets. You feel me?
Well, I think that depends on the industry that person is in too.
Yeah, very true. But stating from, you know, just regular guys, meaning, you know, that regular guy has money, attractive. Normally, you're gonna see them before you see their money. Whereas I feel like unattractive guys, you're gonna see their money a mile away because they got to bring you in some kind of way, and it's usually with their money.
Okay. Well, I don't know. Maybe it's.
I don't know. I know a lot of cute guys that's super flashy.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Super. And I'd be like, why do you have all that on at a freaking football game for the kids?
Right. So what I was gonna say is I think it's more so on like personality and character. Cause they could just be lame, corny, boring.
Okay. Yeah,
like,
that too.
So they need all that to draw the person in or to keep certain people around. You know what I'm saying? Like they can't do it because they're not funny. You know what I'm saying? They ain't got no personality. They can't really carry a conversation. You know what I'm saying? But
I got that bread though.
They got that bread. So
yeah. Okay. Yeah.
That's what I think. To seem as compensate for what they lack. Okay.
I think it's a sign of insecurity.
Yeah.
Yeah. Of course, Drina. Yep. Shout out to Drina.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, so it's definitely something to that. But on the second side, the second part of the question was because most women he does because mostly value in them. You know what I'm saying? So is that the case for the? Do you think it's that for the women that they don't see any value in them, so he has to do something, or is it just because he knows that he doesn't have much past this, so he needs to make this as drawing as possible?
Well, it depends on what kind of woman he's trying to draw in.
Right.
Exactly.
Dating.
And I feel like it makes men lazy too, right? You know what I'm saying? I got bread, like I'm gonna show you my bread, and I can always get myself out of situations because I got bread. You know what I'm saying?
That's the dope boy mentality.
Right.
The dope boy can just buy women. They ever got
right. I'm supposed to spend this time with you, but I don't show up. You know what? Next time I see you, I'm gonna bring you a gift. You know what I'm saying? To show you I'm sorry, boo-boo. Yeah.
Right. Well, like you said, they don't have much character or personality, but they can, but if that also they're going to tend to draw the women that want that too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's what a lot of the celebrities do. They can flash money because they want to attract those type of women.
Right.
And they can pretty much treat them any kind of way. As long as they got that money, they can dagger in front of them and do whatever they want.
Right.
Thank you. Jesus.
She glistening.
Oh, yeah, because you've been under there for what? At least an hour. Well, we've been on for 50 minutes, so you've been on from there for about an hour. You need to drink some water, make sure you hydrate.
You know what I'm saying?
You better go ahead, show it off.
Okay.
Let them see it. Let them know. I know you. It's the process. Strange.
Y'all so stupid.
Let them know. Shout your hairdresser out. You know what I'm saying?
Where's she at? Where Margie at? She in there getting my taxes ready.
Damn, she do hair, taxes, and probably babysit all at the same time.
Oh, man.
It's the truth. It's the truth.
No doubt.
Shout out to Dee Dee Styles. Multitasking all at one time.
All at one time.
Get my mess together. Y'all got me auto rigs in here. Like I'm in the military. Hold on. The professor said that's why they call it tricking and treating.
And treating.
Dee Dee, hold up now. Don't be entertaining that.
I'm sorry. What else did he say they call it?
Hey, what do you say? They ain't tricking if you got it.
I think that's a lie. It's still tricking. You just got the money to pay for it.
Yeah, that's it. That's what I was gonna say. It's still tricking. You just more comfortable with it. You know what I'm saying?
You just gotta hire clientele, pool of clientele.
Right.
They do a little bit more than the $40, huh? Hey.
Oh man. So all right, this other one that came up. That's probably we probably can get a little bit more into this because I think I had explained this before in an old conversation. The act of love versus the state of being in love. How did this come about? You remember where this came from? Somebody just posted this, or
it was a post from I don't know if y'all familiar with a guy named Blaylock. He
okay,
is kind of like a relationship therapist, whatever he calls himself. And I don't have my notes in front of me to read his explanation. I don't know if either one of y'all got it from the chat.
No.
But yeah, he wanted because I guess he did get a lot of comments or conversation from women about that versus that, and they were like mixing the two.
Okay.
And he wanted to break it down.
Mm-hmm. I do definitely believe there's a difference. I used to equate being in love to, I think it's fleeting. I think I equated to skydiving. It was like you jump out this plane, you're falling. It could be exhilarating, scary, a whole bunch of stuff all at the same time. One of two things is going to happen. Either that parachute is going to open and you're slowly still going to decline, meaning you're still slowly going to fall out of love with this person, or it's never and it's just you're going to smack and hit the ground. But either way, you're going to fall out of love. It's always a fleeting feeling, a fleeting moment. You know what I'm saying? It's like a euphoric type thing. It's never temporary. Things always have to be done in order for you to continue to have that feeling of being in love, as opposed to loving someone is that act. It's a action word. Yes, it's a feeling, but it's also an action word. It's something that's more solid. It's like building. You know what I'm saying? You'll always have like that cornerstone, that keystone of something that's always going to stay there. That's going to be rooted. So that was always my view on my personal view anyway on loving versus being in love. I think loving someone and being loved by someone is more important than being in love.
I think that's kind of how he explained it too, and more or less words.
Oh, okay.
He said kind of the same explanation, but I think of course a lot of the women on his post, but of course they were being combative. they were like saying like being in love was different, like because of the feeling, and he was trying to explain like that's a temporary feeling. It doesn't That's not always like that. Like you said, like you always have to have something happening for you to be in love with somebody. And he was trying to explain that to them.
Right.
Yeah. That's kind of like, do y'all believe in love at first sight?
No.
No.
Okay.
No.
Lust at first sight.
I can say lust, infatuation,
Lust, yeah.
But,
attraction at first sight.
Right. Yeah. Same thing. I believe the same thing. Like, I don't understand why people always say like, okay, they go on a great date or a good date with someone and they're like, but there was no butterflies, there was no sparks. And I'm like, what do you mean by that? You said you had a good time. It was a good date. What do you mean by no sparks, no butterflies? Like, I never understood that. I mean, right. But I mean, I don't know, because I don't really look at it like that. Like for me, it's a buildup. So I need to go on a couple dates with you anyways to kind of get a feel for you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's never like, oh my gosh, like this is it. This is the one. I've never felt that way about anything. I mean, me and my wife have to tell y'all about the story, our story, because it's funny.
Bring on camera. Y'all sit and tell us this story. Come on, we got time.
Well, she can't do it today. She's dealing with the son. But maybe we'll have to do that one next week. And because it's funny. But like, when you look at different people's story, like if you look at like, oh, I didn't have butterflies or I didn't have this certain feeling, I don't think that happened for either one of us, right? But as we continuously went out, you know, it's like, oh wow, like this is the type of person I want to be with. And I think that was a mutual feeling. But after the first date, I don't think either one of us was like, you know, it's cool. Yeah, I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I think most of the time when you got those butterflies and all that in the beginning, that shit crashed real quick.
I don't know nothing about that. I ain't never had that, so I don't know nothing about that.
That's because you was in my backyard drunk throwing up. You don't remember.
Oh man.
Got him.
Oh man. Okay. You know what? I done got you so many times. I'm gonna let you have that.
Damn, you had to spit that one out.
Look what your wife said.
Yeah.
So y'all had a foundation already.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Because
so y'all didn't. Okay, so y'all was talking all this time, and then y'all get around each other and didn't like each other. Like,
yeah, it wasn't like, you know what I'm saying? Like you said, it wasn't like the conversations that we had, you know. And so, but the saving grace was those conversations that we had. So we like, you know, because then you start thinking maybe it was just an off day. Maybe, you know what I'm saying? Like, wasn't an element, maybe nervous because we had been talking so much time. So, you know, let's run this back, you know?
Right.
And we did. And it was like, oh, okay, this is a lot better than the first date.
Right.
And so, and then the third date was a lot better than the second date. And it just, you know, continuously got better. So folks out there that need to have a spark, or butterflies on the first date, kill that noise. It don't always work like that. Trust me.
Yeah, it don't. But then sometimes, like, I won't say when you know, but you also is like, this ain't the one. Sometimes you just know, like, it ain't no connection. I can't wait for this day to be over, actually. Like,
yo, I've been on some hell dates. You know, we don't have to talk about. I've been on some hell dates. I was waiting for the little mid. Can we say midget? I don't even know what that's.
Yeah.
No, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if that's little person. It's little person. Okay. I was waiting for the little person to jump out with the suit on and say, you on hell date. That's how bad a couple dates was. I was like, wow. It's crazy. Yo, we got to talk about some of those dates. Like, and we need some comments of people that have been on some terrible dates. I'm telling you.
Right.
Especially when I moved out the South and came up north, like, boy, I was like, man, these folk crazy. These folks, I was a bit crazy. Like,
that's a whole different dynamic up there.
All right, so we're gonna start posting that now. Hey y'all, we're gonna start talking about our next week. We're gonna start talking about, you know, bad dates from hell, whatever. So text us or call, leave us a voicemail, tell us a story about your date at the number below, 984-208-3550, and just tell us about your date. Tell us how bad it was. You know, you ain't gotta leave names or anything like that, but, you know, share your story with us. We love to hear it because we're gonna share ours as well. Then we're gonna share them on next week's show. But yeah, so back to the love versus being in love. What was you saying about that, Adrian?
Oh yeah, man, I don't believe none of that, bro. I believe in being in love, you know what I mean? The act of love, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But that being in love, like you said, I think it's temporary, you know what I'm saying? But if you don't have that foundation of the act of love, then all of it's just gonna disappear on you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got to build that. You know, I would even say like being in love is like, it's like a lot of emotions, infatuation, you know, lust. I feel like it's like all of that perfectly meshed together. And that's when you have that feeling. So, you know what I'm saying? That feeling comes and goes. You know what I'm saying? You in a relationship or you married, like you'll have those feelings like all the time. And then it kind of fades, and then it comes back, and then it fades, and then it comes back. You know what I'm saying? But
you could like your partner and not love them. I mean, well, you could love your partner and not like them. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, he or she is getting on your nerves, and you just like, I don't like them. I don't want to talk to them. I don't want to be around them. You know, especially if they don't take the food off your plate or whatever. Like, you know, I don't like that. I'm gonna take my food. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, no, you don't do that. So, you know, you can have it, but you can still love them. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, so I think, yeah, the whole love is being in love. Yeah, I think it's the act of love instead of the state of being in love. All right, this one, a hurt dude. Well, this was I guess like paraphrased, but what was the first joint? How was that broke down?
I can't get to it.
Okay. So yeah, it was like a hurt dude. So
No, it was like a hurt nigga or something.
yeah, it was more vulgar. I was gonna clean it up, you know. Yeah, basically a hurt dude gonna turn into a bitch.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And basically a chick that done got hurt turns into a real savage. There we go.
Yeah.
That's better. Yeah.
So a hurt N word will act like a real B word.
Yeah.
But yeah. So when we paraphrase, it was just like, you know, when a dude is hurt, he becomes more sensitive, more insecure. When a woman's hurt, she becomes more hardened, you know, typically becomes a savage. So you think that's true? Yeah, no.
Yeah. Well, for me, it is. I typically become very hard and savage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I think a lot of men will shut down. I feel like they become hard to penetrate. Like you can't even get through to them anymore.
Yeah, I was about to say that was me. I was, and then I became more of a savage too. On top of that, but being conscious of myself, you know, like I would say, like 2020, and you know, actually 19 and 20, like really, for me, it's like I really got to know myself, know my triggers are, know how I am. Like when I'm feeling this way, this is how I'm going to be, and you know, I had to change certain things about that. You know, there's still certain things like I know I'm going to be hard, but I don't necessarily hurt people in the process. I could be defensive and, you know, have my guard up and, you know, slow burn things and you know, chill. But, you know, there's been times too where I've just been on savage mode, just didn't care about anybody else's feelings. You know what I'm saying? You know, but my own. But these last couple of years, I've really been conscious of that. And it was just like, nah, you know what I'm saying? Certain things I'm just not going to do, or people I'm not going to be around, you know, or, you know, it got to the point where it's like, I know me and I know what I could potentially do. So I'm going to save you from me. You know what I'm saying? Because don't get feelings hurt. Don't do it. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, so, you know, it took some growth, but you do see some guys that do become very, insecure like in their future relationships. So
yeah,
I
had an issue. It was kind of weird. So I met this guy on Instagram. Never met him in real life. Talked to him didn't even talk. He just like started following me on Instagram and found out that he did skits with like this big Instagram personality. He was like, oh, you know, I can get you on some skits with him. You know, he can get you in or whatever. So the guy, the big personality, reached out. He said like some stuff on my profile. We would set up a date for me to fly out to Cali to get in the skit. Cool. So I was like, okay, well, I'm probably going to bring my artist with me. This was a while ago. So we could try to get his music in the skit or some kind of way to integrate that.
Right.
So prior to me telling him that, the initial guy said, well, when you come out here, can I cook for you? I'm like, yeah, sure, why not? Of course, in his mind, he's thinking like a man, right? Well, I'm gonna get her over here, or whatever he's thinking. But I told you I'm bringing somebody with me. Yo, like a couple days after that, the dude just started snapping on me, and he's like, "You trying to lead me on? You doing?" I'm like, "Whoa. What is this? I don't even know you. Like I talked to you for like 4 days. What are you talking about? Oh, you just on some next level crap, trying to be passive aggressive." And I'm like, what is wrong with it? I said, you know what? I need you to go heal from whatever it is you need to heal from and leave me alone. But I don't even know what this is. So like he was being super sensitive, super like emotional. I don't even know why. Because in his mind, he had already figured out that when I fly to Cali, it's on.
Yeah, y'all was boyfriend and girlfriend. As soon as you say you can from, y'all go together. That's what it was.
I was like, wow, okay, yeah. So he was the opposite of what you was. Just he was super sensitive.
Yeah, I think for me, it was different. Like, so if I was in a bad relationship and it ended, I think any little situation that happened, right? When I met somebody else, like I was quick to cut them off because it was like, it was just reminding me of the person. So I wouldn't really give them a chance or, you know what I'm saying? Cause it triggered. So it was like, yo, I ain't dealing with that again. Peace. I'm out. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah. So it make you like real quick to cut them off. And then, you know, of course, but you had to learn that and you like, wow, I was a little quick on the trigger. You know what I'm saying? I didn't really give her a chance, you know, but
sometimes you just see those red flags. And it's a difference between, you know, it's a difference between those yellow flags and them red flags. Like, you know, a person may have done something like, you know, that your ex did it, you just didn't like. That's not necessarily a red flag, but that's just something like, oh, I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? That's more of a yellow flag. But there's certain things that you'd be like, oh, hell no. Like, I already know what you want if you're doing, you know, this, that, and the third. Like, nope, cut off. Like, I can't even do it. You know what I'm saying?
The yellow flag, I was like, done. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was still too close for me. And it'd be like, nah, that's because I would be in my mind like, this is how it starts. You know what I'm saying? I'd be like, this is how it starts. I'm out.
Yep.
She gone.
Yeah. I'm back to that now.
The slightest thing is you good.
Done. You're
that
done.
Usually means that you probably need to be alone for a little while.
Oh yeah. Done.
Yeah.
I am. No
Love
doubt
yourself.
about that.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Love yourself. Yeah. Build that back up. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, get that. People like, I think in between relationships, like you really need like time. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like, and I'm talking like a couple years of like not just healing, but figuring yourself out and knowing yourself and, you know, knowing these things that you like and don't like and things that's taking, you know, giving your time yourself, you know, to grow. But then you also get to that point where it's like, because you may end up realizing, like, you know what? I don't think I'm supposed to be in a relationship. Maybe I'm just supposed to be a single person. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And, you know, I'm good on this side. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, da-da. Or you may end up realizing, like, you know what? I don't want to ever be married again. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can have a life partner, you know what I'm saying? I can have, you know, somebody, I can have, you know, a companion, but I'm never going into that situation of, I'm never looking for, you know, a wife or a husband. Like, this is just my partner and, you know, we're going to have a great relationship and that's what it is. Other than that, don't ever, you know, if you meet someone and they're talking about they want to be married and they want this, is like, nah, I ain't the one for you. Because I'm not going there. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And shout out to Candace because she said hurt people, and that's very true, right? I knew personally, like I'm like, yo, I gotta learn how to love myself. I gotta learn how to be alone. I gotta learn how to spend time with myself. So honestly, that is what I did. Like I would go to the movies by myself. I would go out to eat by myself. Like I would take trips by myself, like any and everything. Like I would do by myself just to learn to love myself and be cool in my skin, you know, by myself. Because if I love myself, ultimately I'm going to give that love to someone else. But if I'm hurt, I'm going to ultimately hurt that other person.
Hurt the other person. Yeah. And that's how, you know, that's how it's been for me. It's like,
I was single for a long time. That's why I had so much love to give. I just gave it to the right person.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha. Yeah, because it's just like, you know, I know at one point, like I would say I went into a joint and I wasn't fully ready. And since I wasn't fully ready, it's almost like having a cake. You gonna check it. You know that dough ain't right. You know what I'm saying? Like it ain't fully cooked yet. So it's not gonna be what you want. You know what I'm saying? And I knew that, you know, but like I am the meal. I got everything that you need, but I'm not fully cooked yet. You know what I'm saying? I'm in a crock pot. Don't put me in the microwave. You know what I'm saying? Like,
hey,
don't rush it. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't rush it. You know what I'm saying? Because it was, like I said, you know, just the going out and the traveling and doing certain things. Because for me, it's like, oh, I like this. I like doing this. And I like it so much. I don't mind doing these things by myself. You know what I'm saying? I can go to Houston by myself, and I don't, you know what I'm saying? Whether I know somebody or not, I just want to be out here. I just want to do this to the third. I want to go to Turkey Leg Hut, get me, you know what I'm saying, bust this grub, and then, you know, come back, you know, have this own experience for myself. You know what I'm saying?
Have you had Turkey Leg Hut?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's how I know. Like,
I want
bro. You go to Houston, you better go to Turkey Leg Hut.
Okay,
You know
definitely.
what I'm saying? You go to Houston, you gotta go to Turkey Leg Hut. That's like that's just one of them places you got to go. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. It's
another thing that's important when you're in between relationships as well is making sure when you go into the next situation that you identify the type of people that you're attracting. Because a lot of times
and why.
We have, like, sometimes we have a healing energy and we attract broken people.
Yeah.
And I know my issue is that I like to fix things. And I gotta remember that I can't fix everybody.
Yeah.
No more progress.
I'm with you. I would attract the same girl in a different body. You know, the same attitude, the same, like, it's like, yo, what am I doing? It's something that personally I need to look inside myself and fix, because I can't keep saying that they the problem when I'm picking someone different and having the same results. So it got to be me somewhere in this situation. And that was one of the things that I did. I started taking responsibility for who I was choosing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so that way you had to, you know, take your time and being more selective of the people, you know, not only you're choosing to date, but just being around in general. Whose, you know, time and energy am I occupying? And then also who's occupying my time and energy too. You know what I'm saying?
And being intentional about the people that you're around, not just doing things haphazardly, like really being intentional.
Yeah. Then you know, being clear on that, because you can have that interest in a person and like, no, I'm interested in you. I'm trying to see you romantically. But if you're not, and it's like, you know what? No, you just have a good vibe, and you know we get along, and this is just what I want, and we're going to keep it in, you know, the spectrum. You know that's the case, and you know keep those boundaries and respect those boundaries as long as it's mutual. You know, because you could just be wanting to be friends with somebody, or you may really like somebody and they just want to be friends with you. Like, nah, you was just cool as hell. You know, we can, you know, go grab drinks and kick it, and you go your way at the end of the night, and I will go my way at the end of the night. You thinking like, no, these are dates. You know what I'm saying? So understanding, you know what I'm saying, those intentions and being clear and concise with it too, is really, really important, you know, to do.
Yeah. They getting loud in here, y'all.
Yeah, I'm about to say, you know, we don't have that time hour 15 anyway, so you know, we good on that. Anything, you know, we get off, and anything you want to shout out, Adrian? I'll let you go first. I know you got your. Book. Always plug the book, bro.
Yeah, man. You know, of course. And I don't know if I told you, I got a book. It's called Already Written. It's already out. You know, you can get it on Amazon, or, you know, people can inbox me if they want a signed copy, or if they want bulk orders, they can hit me up personally. Also, man, if y'all know any veterans or people that's transitioning out of the military, tell them to hit me up. I want to give them a free consultation on helping them develop a plan as they transition out of the military, or as they're trying to transition into you know, civilian life. So if y'all know anybody, send them my way as well too.
Got you. Plug the Instagram. Like, come on, man. This time,
bro. Gentlemen's Council, of course. Gentlemen's Council. And we spell council COUNS.
You gotta let them know.
You know what I'm saying?
they gonna be. Oh man, they gonna be spelling it council. You know,
yeah. So if you didn't know, that's how we spell council.
Let them know. All right, Dee Dee.
Y'all can follow me on IG. My personal IG is Dee Dee Leggett. Fitness page is the Core Queen 1. The Core Queen on everything else. I'll be dropping eventually. I've been working on an actual fitness video. Yeah, I'm gonna drop a series. I'm gonna start with the ads so we can get that core together.
Okay.
I see some COVID guts walking around here, so we got to get that together.
Mm.
And we're revamping the idea of the calendar. We're gonna do a digital visual version.
Hmm.
So and we're only gonna drop it month by month. So it'll be a video slash picture each month, different theme. Gonna start in May. So if you got any ideas of what May should be, let me know. If not, I'll surprise y'all. And that's about all I got going on.
All right, cool. As always for me, Intelligently Ratchet Wednesdays, 8 p.m. Facebook, YouTube, Twitch. Also all streaming platforms. You can find me on IG at a guy called Specs, and yeah, that's it for me. And all right, this has been Battle Buddies. We see y'all. Y'all stay blessed. See y'all next week, same time, Tuesday, 8 p.m. We out.